Well, I'm ready to do another practice stroke with you today. We're doing one stroke painting. We're using multi-surface paint. We're painting on glass. These are some that I've shown before. This is a simple glass painting on a Dollar Tree plate. And then this is also a Dollar Tree plate. And they have edges with brown on them sometime. And I painted one earlier this week where it just has a smooth faux finish in the background, all right, of hydrangeas. So I just wanted you to see, I'm going to use Ultra Mod Podge and see the Ultra. And I usually like gloss, but I've got matte here um, because I'm on a shiny glass. But our multi-surface is a little bit more matte. You could always use enamels, but sometimes you don't have all the colors that you might want. So what I wanted to show you is I'm going to come in here with not just a sunflower, but I'm going to put a pumpkin and then a big pretty sunflower and getting ready for the season coming up. So I'm using Pueblo and pure orange. Okay, so I'm coming in here. Let me see, let's do it bigger. All right, so you can find any shaped pumpkin you want. And you can do white pumpkins, blue pumpkins, all kinds of colors, and change your color sunflower. I've done purple sunflowers with blue pumpkins. So just think about the different ones you could do. And then I'm going to come way down, and I'm just pulling this right here so I can put a big sunflower right there. And so you could do it like one of these others I did. This just used all kinds of browns and reds. Look how I put it on the edge of the leaves. And all of those leaves, you can look right here on practice strokes and look up the ones that you want to learn, especially if I do something on relax and paint or in my membership and you go, oh, I would really like to see a close-up of doing that again. And that's where you can go and search because I have hundreds of these here for you to look through. And you might just look through making leaves with an angle brush or, you know, how to make a simple pumpkin where I go slower. Okay, so you can let that dry and then put more shaded color on it later. Or I can come right in here now and I can use, instead of a floating medium, I forgot, dang. You got to go to there and work it in. So you work your colors in, then you can dip the ultra and go back and do some more, okay? So you don't want this to be partially dry. You either dry it all the way or you come back while it's still wet. And I can come right here. Okay, a little bit of medium. A little bit, it's already got medium in it. Okay. So we're going to come right here. Yeah. It's kind of sliding around because it's on glass, but that's okay. You're still getting the idea, right? All right, so now I'm going to wipe that off and I can come in with just this brown right here. And I can come right around here. Now, what's fun about this, I want to just share something with you, is that when this all dries, you can do some really pretty background by turning this over and do on the back of here a pretty finish. All right, so I'm going to come right here while you can still see and pick up thick painting. All right, let's go right up here. And I have a shake, so if I put my finger right on here, it can help steady my hand. The pinstriping guys taught me that. It's kind of fun. I think I had a little bit too much caffeine when it comes to little stuff. But anyway, all right, and come in here And you can bring with a liner. This is a 2-script liner. You can bring some of this up. All right, but I can also let that dry. I want to show you what, oh no, I can't do that. I'll have to do it afterwards because I'll have to sit it on the paint. All right, so let's come in here and the brown might be enough. Let's take a scruffy. We're going to use a medium scruff, half-inch scruffy, okay? All right, then we're going to pick up the Pueblo and burnt umber, okay? So I'm going to come right here and I'm going to have some of the sunflower petals going off to the side. Okay, so we're going to come down and back over. So it should look like a chocolate donut with, um, I mean, a donut with chocolate icing. Look, I'm going to put some of that light in the middle and then come around and put some of that light in the bottom. All right, now I'm going to use a 12. All right, with my green handle, 1-stroke brushes, okay? And I'm going to pick up yellow ochre and moon yellow. All right, we'll try this. There we go, that worked. And you're going to pick up, push, grab the brown, and pull it up. So I can come in here twice. All right, so look, push. All right, we're going to come here. And the deal is you got to grab that brown. Can you see the brown from the center? Okay. You put all those details on, even if it ends up covering it, right? Okay, so we're going to come off the edge, come off the edge. See, we're pulling some of that Pueblo. All right, see how nice that looks, making it really big. And you can use my bee stencil or we can paint our own little bee on here. All right, now I'm going to come in here with, see these little dots? I'm going to come in here with, I think I used some yellow and some white. Oh, I didn't dip the Ultra, but what I wanted to share with you is that if you put thick enough paint, you saw how thick I put that on there, and you bake it in the oven, that it kind of stays a lot more durable than a thin coat. All right, so see, it's getting a thin coat there. So the Ultra was real important right there. So I'm going to come around here with yellow and white. And so there's all kinds of things that you can do that are affordable for the shows. All right, and so you can paint pumpkins on any kind of wood, glass, metal. You can paint pumpkins, even if it's not a pumpkin shape, and you can get beautiful looks with the same designs. Okay. Yeah. So I like to cheat sometime and not do exact, but you're going to have to go back every so often and don't let it slide, but dot. And remember making stemware like wine glasses to match this. Makes a really pretty centerpiece. And I turn the wine glass upside down and glue this on top, and it can be a nice um, serving piece. Okay, so here's a liner again. Now I can come in here and get some Ultra and make it kind of inky with that. All right, so I want you to see Okay. All right, and we can kind of go around loosely, like color book outlining. See just a little bit of outlining will really add to it. And I can come around in here. And sometimes people just like it like a more rich look without that outlining, and you can do that too. Okay, so I can come in here, but you got to make sure that it's pretty dry because you'll lift up all your paint underneath. So try not to go over it multiple times like I just did. I've got a light touch and you might not know how light to make the touch. But now let's put a little bit of white here. Okay, a little bit more brown back in here. Okay. Oh, I know we need to put a little bit of white around the stem. Or we could put yellow ochre. And you can put some green in here if you want. That's what I forgot. Okay, so we're going to put some green. Let's put some green on the outside. Okay, so look. And we're going to pull a stem in. Okay. Let's get some medium on there. Okay. Okay. Come over here. Yeah, I can come right over here and get some more. So at any time you could have quit, right? You could just do the pumpkin, or you can just do the sunflower, or you can just do a few leaves at any point. Okay, so isn't that kind of fun? Now let's turn this over. Got to be careful because that sunflower is right on the edge. So I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so what I want to show you, it might take a couple coats and it might also take, um, you could do a mop brush or you could do, um, well, we're going to try a couple different ones and see what you think. Okay, so we're going to put treasure gold. And there's all kinds of bronzes and coppers and all that you can use. Oops. All right, that's a lot. But it might be worth it, right? All right, so I'll show you. Let's try a couple different ones. Let's fluff our scruffy and let's try this. Okay, so you're going to go like this. And it's got to dry for you to see how it looks. But I can dry it with our heat pen. Okay, that's one way. All right, if we brush it on, let me just get a clean brush. If we brush it on, let's see how that looks. And you just have to do multiple coats. That might cover it well. Sometimes I find if I lay it on heavy like that, and the other way is the goat hair mop brush, the soft mop brush. Okay, and then I'm going to turn around and do it all the same. Okay, so see this is a goat hair. It's softer than the scruffy. So I'm going to flip it over so we can see. I like to teach you technique and different things that you can do to make your piece look different than everybody else's that is out there. Okay, so carefully. Good luck, Donna. Okay, so this is how it looks when you streak it so flat. So you can do multiple coats on that or this. So I think I'm going to go for a smoother coat like that. So let's see what that's going to look like. Okay, because you could do this all around like this too. And to make it a nice background, I can just put a smooth coat of this. Now I have put glitter, like dragonfly glaze first, and then have done winter snow scenes in the back. And it looks really good when it dries because you have not just the dark blue or the metallic that you put, but you also have the glitter. All right, so this is the first coat. And let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the heat pen. See, it's hard to coat that metallic in one coat, but this is really soft here with the mop brush. Okay, I'm going to move that away so it doesn't dry while I'm heating this up. So you don't want to be stroking on it and it lifting up colors. Now you can Mod Podge a napkin on the back. I just like to use paints a lot. But think about this, you can do it with snow scenes. There's all kinds of things you can do. All right, that is real still pretty wet. All right, so let's put a little bit more treasure gold out. I didn't think I'd use all that, but and I might not finish it with enough coats right now, but I just want you to see. Yeah, see, this isn't quite dry, so I might make a mess. Let me see if I can put this on here better with this. Yeah, maybe, because it's flat. Yeah, see, I gotta leave it alone, let it dry really good. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to put enough so y'all can see the other side. All right. You really want to let it dry in between, and I'm not doing that because I want you to see. Okay. I'm gonna try to, I don't know how to do it without. Oh, I'm putting my hands right in wet paint on top. Okay, so can you see how rich that can look with the gold? All right, so you can see I need to finish it up and then I'll take a picture Okay, I hope you learned something. I learned something too. Which way I like it best. But see, I like to do that in front of you so you can see. I'm going to heat it up and do a nice coat. So see, there was spots that it didn't get a good coat at all. All right, and some spots that were really good. So it looks like the flat brush went on nicer than me trying the other ways to do it. And I hope you take and like and share and hit the ring the bell so you know when I'm on and check out our membership. Okay. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.